The 19th Hole Restaurant and Steakhouse, located next to Atsugi's golf course, offers a full range of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. Stop by after a round of golf or pick up a meal for carry-out. They also have a full bar and patio overlooking the fairway. The 19th Hole Restaurant and Steakhouse, open from 6:30 to 8, closed on Tuesdays.
U.S. military members traveling abroad for leisure or pleasure need a visa. Foreign-born spouses of Americans require an immigrant visa to enter the United States. In Japan, a visa or passport can only be given by the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo, a process which usually takes 6 weeks. Your military personnel office can act as a go-between and save you hours of commuting and paperwork. For more information, contact your military personnel office or support activity.
Humphrey the Camel here. Do-do-do-do-do. Even though you don't have the unique abilities that I do, you can still conserve water. Turn off or repair dripping faucets. Install water-saving shower heads. Keep a cold jar of drinking water in the fridge so you don't have to run the tap so long. A few simple steps will help you save water for everyone. And take it from me, you don't have to be a camel to conserve water.
When I arrived here in Wonderland, I didn't know what to expect. I just stepped through the looking glass, and here I was. I had no clue what the people would be like, or the schools, the cost of living, job prospects, all that stuff. If only I'd had a relocation assistance program. They can help you before, during, and after a PCS move. Check out the relocation assistance program at your family center, and avoid this kind of nonsense.
Little-known facts of military history. What is the Navy's oldest ship still in commission? She was one of the frigates built in the last decade of the 18th century. She was launched in Boston on October 21st, 1797. She fought in the War of 1812 and earned the nickname Old Ironsides. The Navy's oldest commissioned ship is the USS Constitution.
In America, you are not required to offer food to the hungry or shelter to the homeless. There is no ordinance forcing you to visit the lonely. In fact, nowhere in the Constitution does it say you have to provide anything for anybody. Thank you for all you've given. Imagine what more could do.
Today, politicians and celebrities are used to being hounded by reporters. But that wasn't the case in 1825, when John Quincy Adams was our 6th president. Adams was in the habit of rising before dawn and taking long walks along the Potomac, sometimes stopping to skinny dip in the river. One morning, a newspaper reporter named Anne Royal followed him to the river and sat on his clothes, demanding an interview. She promised he could have the clothes back as soon as he answered her questions. After a great deal of pleading and protesting, Adams finally gave in. It was the first time a president was ever directly questioned by a reporter, but not the last. John Quincy Adams, the president, the man.
fresh vegetables, whole grains, and fresh fruit. They're all a delicious source of natural fiber. Fiber your body needs to stay healthy, aid digestion, even lower your risk for certain types of diseases. Thank goodness there are so many tempting and delectable dishes that include fiber. Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Tanya Harville, Program Assistant for Yokota Family Advocacy. The military and civilian community at Yokota face special challenges during the holiday season, like being so far away from family and friends or having a family member deployed. This year, try using free morale calls to stay in touch with loved ones or take advantage of the uniqueness that Japan has to offer during the holidays. But if you are feeling the holiday blues, call us. We're here for you.
Alcoholism. It doesn't care how young you are.
Growing up had been difficult for me.
I couldn't talk to my parents. We'd always argue.
I felt alone, so I started drinking beer, then other things.
I couldn't stop. Then a friend told me about AA.
I'm lucky I got to stop drinking while I'm still a kid.
I found there are thousands of sober young people.
Alcoholics Anonymous. Look us up in the phone book or check your newspaper.
In 1863, Wilmer McLean, a sugar merchant, moved his family from Manassas, Virginia, where Civil War battles were raging, to a quiet village named Appomattox Courthouse. It was a peaceful place to live, and in fact, the Civil War effectively came to an end in McLean's front parlor. Because the courthouse was closed for Palm Sunday, General Ulysses S. Grant and General Robert E. Lee met at McLean's house. They quickly agreed on the terms of surrender, and on April 9, 1865, formally signed the documents. Later, both the historic house and the village fell into disrepair. But in 1954, the area became a National Historic Park. Today, the village contains 27 historic structures, all carefully restored to their Civil War appearance, complete with weathered shingles and white picket fences. Appomattox Courthouse Park.
Get your laughs with the nanny.
You blurted prematurely? I can't imagine anything more terrifying.
Booga, booga, booga.
I got this job because I lied on my resume.
Saturdays.
The Yujo Community Center at Yokota is your home away from home. The Yujo Community Center. Come on by and make yourself at home.
Suzuki's Shoichiban restaurant has carried its fabulous food and reputation to the east side of base. The new restaurant, now located near the East Shopette in Building 4330, now boasts a larger dining area as well as a private party room for special occasions. So whether you prefer the lunchtime buffet or the evening dining, Shoichiban restaurant has that delicious Japanese and Chinese cuisine you've been looking for.
Special men with special missions and special skills. That's why they call us Special Forces. Isn't this why you joined the Army?
Say, did you know your family center can tell you about a zillion things? Like where to get help with money matters. And how to calm down. When you're all stressed out. Some family centers have lending closets where you can get pots and pans to tide you over until your shipment arrives. Or until your ship comes in. You can go to your family center for classes on how to get ready for your marriage, how to budget for a new baby, how to buy a car, or how to take care of your marriage or find a baby. Call your family center today, and they'll tell you even more than I did.
If you have a knack for working with children and you are thinking about a job in child care development, then Yokota's, Atsugi's, and Camp Zama's CDCs are currently looking for people such as yourself. They now have job openings for civil service as well as NAF positions. The job offers constant training, life insurance, health benefits, and a position on the worldwide civil service roster. These benefits and knowing that you are making a positive difference in the development of a child's life is an ideal and rewarding career. Whether it's business or pleasure, keeping up with computer technology is important in our world today. Just as important is finding a PC repair shop that you can trust and depend on. The PC Repair Shop, located in Main Street, USA, is ready to help you with any troubles you may have with your computer companion. So if you've got a problem, it's not a problem. Stop by the PC Repair Shop located in Building 522 near the food court or call 225-7682.
AFRTS wishes you a bright and happy holiday season.
The science of information. It's something familiar to us today, but in the 1930s and 40s, it was a new concept. And one of its pioneers was an American engineer named Vannevar Bush. In 1930, he invented the differential analyzer. It was a device that measured the movement of gears and levers to solve differential equations. In short, it was the first analog computer. Bush continued to make contributions as an inventor in many fields, and in 1941, he was appointed the first director of the Office of Scientific Research and Development. From this position, Bush guided much of the weapons and science research during World War II, including the development of machines used to break enemy codes. In 1945, Vannevar Bush made a statement radical for the times. He published an article in which he predicted that in the future, there would be personal information machines small enough for a desktop. The introduction of the personal computer proved him right.
Let's continue learning Japanese. Today we'll start learning how to tell time.
The Japanese counter used to indicate time is ji, which basically means the hour or o'clock. This is used as a suffix and combined with ordinary number names. Let's look at the hours, starting with 1 o'clock, which is ichiji.
Ichiji,
2 is niji.
niji,
3 is sanji.
sanji,
4 is yoji.
yoji,
Notice the pronunciation change using yoji instead of yonji. 5 is goji.
goji.
And 6 o'clock is rokuji.
Practice telling time from 1 to 6 o'clock. And join us again the next time we're learning Japanese.
Okay, gotta be smart. Oh? Computer literate.
Whoa! Cyber waffle!
Speaks several languages.
They habla español.
Hard worker.
I'm not exactly a computer. Slow down.
A real people person.
Thank you. You helped me so much.
The Late Show with David Letterman. The right man at the right time.
At one time, I'd be taking a chew about now. I thought smokeless tobacco gave me an edge. Like it made me more alert and boosted my energy. All it really did was stop the withdrawal symptoms from my last chew. And that boost of energy just boosted my heart rate. And that certainly didn't make me play any better. The truth about smokeless tobacco is, no matter how you measure performance, the real edge is simply not having an addiction.
You're watching the American Forces Network, a service of AFRTS.
During the 1820s, Jedediah Smith made a name for himself as a fur trader and mountain man. But in 1826, he began an epic journey that would redefine his life. Searching for new trapping grounds, Smith and his companions wandered through what is now Nevada into Arizona, across the Mojave Desert, and into the Sierra Mountains. They found the mountain passes blocked with snow, leaving them stranded. Unwilling to risk his whole party, Smith and 2 men set out to find a way around the blocked passes, while the rest made camp in a sheltered area. After a grueling 3-month trip, Smith and his 2 companions reached their destination, Bear Lake, Idaho. Resting for only 3 days, Smith went back for the men he had left behind. He had become the first white man to make the journey to California on land and across the Great Basin in Nevada. Jedediah Smith's extensive travels opened the door for westward expansion and the continued development of our country.
This is the American Forces Network, a service of AFRT.
I'll be back in a minute, kids.
Failure to provide adequate supervision for children is called neglect. It's child abuse, and its consequences can be deadly.
Before your next drink, think. AA, it works. Look us up in the phone book or check your local newspaper.
With the end of the war in Europe approaching, U.S. soldiers continue to give it their all. One such soldier is Lieutenant Michael Daly, a hero decorated with the Silver Star, the Purple Heart, and a Battlefield Commission. While Daly was leading his company into Nuremberg, machine gun fire opened up. He charged to within 50 yards of the enemy and killed all 3 gunners. He continued to push ahead of his men. Advancing on a house that contained an anti-tank gun, he single-handedly killed the 6 enemy soldiers inside. And he didn't stop there. Twice more that day, this one-man army led attacks on machine gun positions and wiped them out. But the following day, Daly was wounded. Doctors say he'll be heading home in no time. No doubt he'll be returning to a hero's welcome, and maybe even another medal. Daly did earn another medal for his actions on that day, the Medal of Honor. Lieutenant Michael Daly, awarded America's highest military honor during World War II.
Like a tree, a credit record is built from the ground up and grows over time. Meeting financial obligations on time gives you a strong credit standing. But if you miss payments, your credit rating can come crashing down. Pay on time.
Here's what's happening.
Welcome to Friday's Kanto Scene. There's a sports club get-together Tuesday, January 6th and Tuesday, January 20th. Contact Yokota's Youth Center at 225-7441 for more information. There's a cooking club get-together Monday, January 5th, also January 12th. Contact Yokota's Youth Center at 225-7441 for more information. It's Movie Day with a free treat Sunday, January 4th, also on January 11th and 25th at Yokota's Youth Center. Contact the Youth Center at 225-7441 for more information. And finally, there's a pool tournament Wednesday, January 7th and Wednesday, January 21st. Contact Yokota's Youth Center at 225-7441 for more information. And that's Friday's Kanto Scene.
Marie Terry thwacked a rubber ball 14,887 times. Ray Manning stood on one leg for 91 hours and 42 minutes. Another record.
Of all the records you could get, the most important are your military discharge service records, because they can help you get all the VA benefits you deserve. And besides, these records are easier to keep. Remember, you need your military records to receive your VA benefits.
When I
I was just a wee little boy, full of health and joy. One Christmas morning I received a marvelous little toy. It went boom, pop, stop, brrr, it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will.
Happy holidays from AFRTS.
In the early days of World War II, Alice Chatham, a well-known sculptor in Dayton, Ohio, received an unexpected phone call. The United States Army Air Corps needed her talents. With new fighter aircraft reaching ever higher altitudes, pilots required a pressurized breathing mask to avoid blacking out. And military scientists reasoned that no one would know more about anatomy and design than a sculptor. After perfecting a leak-proof rubber mask, she was given a top-secret assignment: protecting Captain Chuck Yeager, test pilot of the world's first rocket plane. Chatham created the handmade helmet that Yeager wore in 1947 on his historic flight that broke the sound barrier. Alice Chatham, a story of American ingenuity.
There's a time and a place to be aggressive. Now that's cool. That's uncool. Cool. Uncool. Cool. Now that's uncool. Take it out on the field, not on each other. There's nothing cool about violence.
You've dreamed of it since you were a child. To slip the chains of earth and take flight through the sky. And now that dream is within reach. Now you can fly the plane of your choice and be any pilot you want. Eddie Rickenbacker, Sakai Saburo, Jimmy Doolittle. Call the Kanto Modelaires for more information.
Hello, I'm Captain Kathy Jo Keever, certified nurse midwife from the 374th Medical Group and your women's healthcare advocate at Yokota. Women of all ages can now obtain their unique healthcare needs by calling your primary care manager team, the Health and Wellness Center, Family Advocacy, or me at 225-3512. We'll direct you to the providers or information you need for the best women's health care possible.
Can you find the drug pusher in this picture? It's hard to believe kids this young are at risk because someone their age may be offering them drugs. Someone they think is their friend. Talk to your kids about drugs. Tell them that anyone who offers them drugs is not a friend.
Imagine a world without trees. A place unprotected from scorching sun and damaging winds, where giant dust storms roll across the countryside, and where nothing holds precious topsoil, and where erosion destroys crops and destroys the land. Now, imagine a world with trees, conservation trees, where leafy canopies cool the sun and tame the wind, where tree roots grip and hold the topsoil, and where rivers and streams run clear and clean, and where land is restored and crops are saved. Conservation trees help conserve our Earth's precious resources. A world without trees is no world for me or for you. Conservation trees make the difference. This is Eddie Albert, urging you to write the National Arbor Day Foundation for your free Conservation Trees brochure.
Sunday at 1 p.m., it's college basketball on AFN with Tulsa at Kentucky.
Leslie Nielsen and Michelle Yeoh, tonight on Dave.
Looking to stay in shape and have a little fun? Looking for some good competition? Kanto playing intramural sports. Pick a team.
Sometimes, if you want to get the job done right, you have to do it yourself. Yokota's Self-Help offers all the supplies you need to complete your self-help project. Get paint and painting supplies, grass seed and fertilizer, bathroom accessories, screws, hardware, and much more. You can even borrow tools. If you don't know how to finish a project, pick up a how-to pamphlet or training video. Self-Help is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 6, so help yourself to Yokota Self-Help. The Yokota Thrift Shop sells electronics, toys, clothes, shoes, kitchen items, just about anything that you want to buy or sell. You can donate your items or let the thrift shop sell them on consignment. Proceeds are used to provide scholarships for Yokota high school students and military spouses. So if you're interested in buying, selling, or volunteering some time, stop by the Yokota Thrift Shop, located in Tower 2080 across from the base library.
How was your day?
Rotten.
Oh.
Moving is not fun. I don't know anyone at this new school, and I lost my locker combination.
Something came for you today.
There's no stamp on it. And it's in your writing.
So read it.
Dear favorite son. I'm your only son. Thank you for being...
Your appreciation and support can help your children have a good PCS experience.
Relive the days of knights, battle, and chivalry with the Society for Creative Anachronism. They're a worldwide, non-profit educational organization devoted to studying and giving demonstrations of life in the Middle Ages. It's open to anyone across the Kanto Plain. Before you say you aren't interested, remember, they also have feasts. To become a member, or if you want them to put on a demonstration, call 265-8481.